Hi,
Well, I'm
friend.
trying. Hey, and we can start recording when the meeting starts. Is there a waiting room? I don't think so.
Hello, 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 everyone. Yes, I love the waves and the faces. This does a thing on a Tuesday. I love it. Um, we will get started at 6:05. But for right now, I want to make sure that we get people into the space. If y'all need to get connected to audio or grab refreshments or water or like anything that makes you feel like liberated and full of joy in this moment, I want to make sure that we give time for y'all to do that. But we will get started in a moment. But I do want to say thank you all for being here. And I'm a new face, but we'll get there in a moment. So feel free to do what y'all have to do for the next 4 or so minutes, and we'll get started. And I wish I had like great music for y'all, but I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try my best. I got some lo-fi though, so we'll see how that works out for us. So give us a moment, and we'll go ahead and get started when more people come into the room. Let's see.
Mateo, your skin just be looking fantastic.
I just be drinking my water and minding my business.
It shows.
Thank you. I just be trying to drink my water. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Um, I'm gonna play some music for us for the next 3 minutes and we will get started in a moment. Um, so let me figure out how to do this whole share screen stuff. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for being patient with me while we went through these like 5 or so minutes of music. Um, I'll go ahead and get started. I can't see faces, but that's totally fine. Can y'all hear me okay? Someone can just put yes.
Yes. I can hear you.
Perfect. Thank you. Amazing. So hello everyone. My name is Mateo. My pronouns are they, them, theirs, and I am the digital organizer here at Spark. I've been here now for it's been almost 3 months. So super happy to be here with you all and share space in this way, especially on a Tuesday, especially at 6 p.m., depending on where you are. I'm just super happy to like have you all here in this really communal space that we have together. So I wanted to make sure that I started off giving my like pronouns and my introduction, and also open up the space if any of you all want to introduce yourselves, because I am new, so I kind of want to know who people are. But if I don't, that's okay. But if you're comfortable, please let me know who you are, where you're joining from, all that other fun stuff, because I'm a little nervous. So, help me out.
Okay, I'll introduce myself. Can everybody hear me?
Perfect.
Perfect. My name is Queen Mother Mrs. Lacey Taylor, also known as the Melanated Millennial Homemaker. That's me. Okay. And I'm happy to be here because I love my Black people and people of color, and I want to make sure that we all have the same rights and the same privileges that anyone else has. And I'm excited to be here.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Anyone else?
Can everybody hear me? See me? Hear me?
Great.
Hey, everybody. My name is 20. I'm excited to be here. I don't know if you said that. I was about to say I'm also from Atlanta, but I live in Atlanta as well. So I'm tuning in from Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
Okay.
Come on, Atlanta. Anyone else want to go? I am tuning in from Atlanta, but I'm from Detroit. I've been here for about a year. So I forgot to add that in there.
Oh, I too am in Atlanta from Florida.
I was born in Detroit.
What?
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been there, but I was definitely born in Detroit.
Love it.
Hey y'all. Unfortunately, I am not coming off camera, but I'm Asha. My pronouns are she, hers. I'm one of the community organizers at Spark as well. Oh hi, that's my son Naz. And then the other little voice is my other child, Taj. I'll be in and out tonight. I also dropped a sign-in sheet in the comments, so please fill that out. Because we want to be able to stay in contact with you, please. Like, I know y'all are dope. I'm working, blah blah. um, so it's nice to meet y'all, and tonight is about to be dope.
About to be dope. Let's go. Anyone else feel like they want to introduce themselves, or I can just get started with the roundtable conversation?
Hi, everyone. Oh, no, you can go because I saw your.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
okay,
I saw you.
Cool. I'm gonna pass it to you afterwards. So my name is Ukwoma, and I use she, her, or they, them pronouns. And I'm a Spark-based member, and I'm just so happy. I'm from the DMV, but I'm based in Atlanta. I'm in Grant Park. And I'm just so happy to be here. I haven't been to a freaking Spark meeting in literally so long. Like, I feel like I used to be like meetings back to back. You can ask Asha, you can ask Carter. I used to be in here. And then, whew, girl, life started lifing. It started whooping my Black ass. And so I'm just so glad to be back. So glad to see old friends and new friends. Spark has been like such a special space for me as an organizer. And in reproductive justice work in general. And so I'm just really, really glad to be here. And yeah. And I'm trying to think there's something else. Oh, and I'm like excited for like more Spark programming. I feel like Spark always knows how to like turn it up. So just excited to see everything that is in store. And I will pass it to, is it Angelica?
Yes.
Cool.
Thank you. Oh, someone raised their hand, or I just want to make sure. Oh, But I'm Angelica. I think I don't know how long I've been with Spark, but I really love this organization. So I'm super excited to be a part of this meeting today. My pronouns are she, her. I'm also doing a presentation after we do our introductions and get into what we have for Black August for this month. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm also nervous. So I'm with you too, Mateo. So we got to keep it real, you know. But I was also so happy to see everyone on here. Like, this is the first virtual meeting I've attended, so it's really, really nice. It seems like it's more people virtually than the ones I've done for in person. So I'm super excited about this. Hey, Audrey.
Thank you. Rosen, I see that you have your hand raised. Go ahead.
Hey y'all, I'm Rosen. My pronouns are Z and Zer, or he and him. I'm also from Florida, Palm Bay, Florida. Currently living in Atlanta for like over a year now. So it's cool seeing some people I'm familiar with and also some people who are also from Florida. So that's also cool. Every time I go to an event, I meet like 5 Floridians here. So that's cool. Glad to be here.
Nice. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Anyone else at all? Like, you don't have to come on camera if you don't want to. You can just blurt it out. I promise I will open the space.
Hey y'all. My name is Alexis Jade. My pronouns are they and she. I am based in Atlanta and happy to be here.
Awesome. I think that might be everyone who wants to say something. If not, that's okay. Let me know. I know how to shut up. But instead, I'll go ahead and get started by welcoming you all to our base member meeting. Thank y'all, like, literally for being here. I'm nervous, but like, we're gonna get through it. It's okay because we here. That's what we're gonna do. But the biggest thing that I wanted to do today, or my intention that I'm bringing into the space, is I want to have a conversation with anyone here who's willing to like have this roundtable discussion thing about like, what is Black August? Like, what do y'all know about it? What do you want to know more about it? Because while putting this together, I literally was like, maybe I don't know what I think I know about it. So I would love to have a conversation with you all about what is Black August? What does it mean to you? What does liberation look like all of these like really nuanced conversations, these layered things that I feel like we should be able to talk about openly here in this space. So I would love to open it up. I can start with what I thought Black August was and now what I know that Black August is, but I would love to hear from you all about that versus me just dropping links of like educational stuff and being like, click the link and learn more. Like, we gonna have a conversation here. So I would love to have a conversation with you all to see what our thoughts are.
I don't know much of what Black August is about. But my August has not been the best. I lost 4 loved ones this month. And so like it's just been a lot. But I'd like to know more about what Black August is. Let me feel some positive energy of what Black August is.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so sorry to hear that, love. I'm so sorry. Rosen, I see, got a hand up. Rosen, I don't know, you're still muted, but I know that you do have your hand up, so I want to make sure that I acknowledge that.
I didn't know much about it either. I still, I'm still a little rocky. Like, it's giving, from what I saw, it was giving very much historical Black leaders in liberation, and it's giving prison systems kind of vibes. So I think it was having something to do with also just people being liberated from incarceration, I'm supposing, as well. But I was thinking about it like in pertinence to like the meeting today, and I was just like thinking about like what it could mean today, and just like all of that, like, because all of that, we all have struggles as Black people, you know, no matter which struggle, you know, you're in, whether it's from prison, incarceration, being impoverished, you know, just lack of family dynamic, whatever. So just like for me, this month was about moving through the trauma and grief that I have, like, as a Black person, and even embracing the trauma and grief and struggles of other humans that are Black, and just, I don't know, just embodying that and not hiding and shying away from that. Really sitting with the grief, the pain, the history, and even focusing, using that energy and transmuting it to the present. Like, what can I do today to be positive? Like, how can I show up for my neighbor and, like, you know, the elderly, the young, the poor, the sick, like all of these things. So that's kind of where I was at with it, you know.
You right there. I love that. Yeah. Roseanne, go ahead.
So I know I'm somewhat familiar with Black August. So my understanding of Black August is it's a time period where, like, through different years there have been like significant events involving like Black social political activist figures, different Black historical events that happen like all like in August, or a lot happened in August. So that's why we coined Black August to commemorate all these various events and people.
Okay. Thank you. Does anyone else want to give their thoughts on like what Black August is? I'm telling y'all, I got a Wikipedia page up, so I also didn't know. And I'm also like, okay, but if anyone else wants to share, please do. Okay.
Wait,
Go ahead. Yes, go.
Okay, so Black August, like historically, is when we honor the people who have sacrificed their lives, whether that be their actual life, their breathing life, or their freedom, to fight for Black people. I also feel like Black August, as we honor our history and stuff like that, Black August is also when we can honor ourselves and celebrate ourselves for all the work that we've done throughout the year for our community.
Love it. Okay, and I see a comment that says a lot of Black liberation roots while building to material change of conditions. A big figure is Assata Shakur, who wrote a really beautiful autobiography. Absolutely. Which Assata Shakur is like literally in this presentation, but I didn't go that deep this time. But one thing that I can say that I learned while like going on like a deep Google dive, and also being a person that is from up north where we did not celebrate Black August. Like this was for me not a thing that I grew up with, or even understanding. Juneteenth had just become a thing of like moving down south, being from up north, being like an Afro-Caribbean person. Like this has been something that I've been learning. But one thing that I really took away from it when I did my like deep dive Google search was the idea behind like all of us being free was something that really stuck with me. When you look up Black August in general, there's a conversation about Black August is a prison celebration that started with like unfair conditions, which as Black folks, as brown folks, like we're all too familiar with like this concept of we are gonna just be okay with the bare minimum. Especially when it comes to like being incarcerated, or being like Black and trans or Black and queer or like Black and birthing people, like this whole concept of we have to take the bare minimum of things. And Black August is a conversation about saying, we actually don't have to be okay with the bare minimum of things. We actually deserve to like thrive instead of just surviving. So that's something that I took from my reading. I could be wrong here too, because I think everyone's definition of this is like very different, which is why I led this conversation by asking, what are y'all's thoughts around it? Because my thought may be completely different, but the way that I look at it is liberation for all of my Black people. Like every single one of us being able to like wake up and say, you know what? I don't deserve X, Y, and Z, or hey, you're not treating me fairly, or you're not handling me properly with the smallest of things. Like I always come from a space of liberation for all people, all of my people. For me, it doesn't matter. I'm very like, if the least of us are sitting here like this don't make sense, it don't make sense for the top, like 1% people who are like, I'm good with my $1 million. Like, no, you shouldn't be. So that's the conversation that I wanted to kind of lead with, is saying like Black August for me has been something that I've celebrated before. I bring out the grill, we all like maybe grab whatever, like we just have a good time and we like party outside. But the conversations that actually should be happening is, how do we care for all of our people, even the ones you don't like, and the ones you like, I don't know about her, or I don't know about them, or I don't know. Like, it's still about how do we all survive together. So that's kind of the way that I wanted to have this conversation a little bit. So I appreciate y'all for like sharing space. And I also want to open it up to see if anyone has thoughts about what I just said. Because it's just my thought. I'm also a therapist, so I just
I really love that you mentioned like care for all of us, even the people you don't like, or even the people you give the side eye to. Because I think it's really important to acknowledge that community is not all glitter and roses and things like that. There's definitely some hard stuff to deal with. And that's really important. So I love that you brought that to the table.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Anyone else at all? And I also just want to add, like, I got a lot of people in my life who I look at with a side eye where I'm like, I don't know. Like, I hope you figure it out. Or I'll pray for you. That like I'll pray for you. But when I look at it, I really do think about, I don't want anybody who like even remotely shares the skin tone that I have to sit here and deal with less than what they deserve. Like, it's a conversation of like, have the day that you deserve, or like, we are the gift. Like, all of us in this space, even people who are not in this space, are the gift. Like, no question, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You are the gift. So I always try to just lead with like a lot of love and a lot of grace, even for myself as well. Like, so not to get on a soapbox, but please, somebody else, thoughts, please, because I'll get on a whole therapist rant here. I'll be silent.
What was the question again?
The question
was
was, what are your like, thinking about like Black August, like what does it mean to you? Like what like really comes up for you? How does that resonate with you? Like, what does liberation look like? Like, there's a bunch of questions kind of piled into that. Or whatever comes up.
I like that. Well, I can answer it really quick. I'm in two Zooms, LOL, but I just wanted to come. So I just wanted to stop by. But yeah. So I feel like for me, Black August, like when I think about like all the work and like even when I think about like abolition, work overall, I just think about like what it means to like move through like liberation, also just like moving through folks being able to have like the access to the things they need, being able to like make sustainable decisions and safe decisions about their lives and their bodies. I also think about like the work that we have to do on our own internally to move through the ways that we police ourselves so that we don't police others. And I think that that's a hard conversation to have. I feel like sometimes we just, it just be hard. I lost my train of thought. Sorry. But yeah, that's kind of where I was feeling.
Oh, if you lost your train of thought during that, what a thought to be had.
No, for real, because that's really the one policing ourselves. Okay, because I've definitely found myself, what are you doing in there, nigger? You know, like what the fuck am I thinking? Like, I deserve to be here. Like, it's okay. Like, this is not a bad thing. Or even just being like apologetic all the time. Like liberating from that, like just being comfortable no matter what, like in whatever space, because you're deserving. Like, no matter how you feel, how you look, what's in your account, like,
Yes.
your knowledge, whether you know something or not, like skilled in it or not, like you still deserve to be, wherever you desire. Like, yes, no more apologies. Yes, that's really where I'm at. That's what I'm taking in for this month. Like, no more apologies. Okay.
Period. Period. Wow. Like, literally, thank you. Like, thank y'all all for like that. Just thank you, because that's so real. Like, I'm still trying to learn how to not apologize for just existing. Or having a conversation about imposter syndrome when I'm like, I don't know if I should be here. I don't know if I'm skilled enough. I don't know if I do X, Y, and Z enough. It's like, just because I got breath in my lungs means I can, and I will. But I'm not gonna apologize for it. So thank you so much.
Yeah. And even just like adding one more little thing that came from my spirit, like, okay, but even like from a historic, mindset, and like, no, we don't apologize for being here and existing today, and like to be able to, I don't know, live, dance, cry, like wear what you want to wear, work what kind of job you want to work, do whatever skill. Look, lay in your bed if you want to lay in your motherfucking bed. Like, like don't be apologetic for that, because it's really a luxury, that the ones that came before us could not afford. So I just wanted to throw that out there too. Like, because it's the radical rest. Okay, like let's. Because the bitch be tired. Okay, and one thing I'm gonna do is lay in this bed and lounge and look out this window. Okay, like I just have to do that for myself, for us, for us all.
Yes, and I just want to add to, being unapologetic and loving who you are and being who you are, regardless of the situation or the environment. And losing the loved ones that I lost, now that I have more ancestors, like it gives me hope. And I know they want the best for me. And I'm gonna continue to walk in greatness and help my people unapologetically, regardless of who likes it or not, because at the end of the day, it's not about them. It's about us collectively, and us advancing as a whole.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, for me, like that's all I got. I just wanted to make sure that we came into the space, and just like had this like really like radical, in my opinion, transformative conversation. Because I don't know what's going on with everybody, like for this week or for this month or for this year or anything. Like, but it's just a moment to like, yes, acknowledge the amount of hurt and pain and those things that just don't feel great that we experience, but also to leave the space with like, but this is why I do it, and like not to be a martyr in doing it, or just like existing, not to be like my entire plan in being here is to just like suffer and be hurt. Like, no, like we also get a chance to like be in joy and laugh out loud and have that like good black laugh out, like that, like good, I'm throwing a chair because I'm laughing about it. Because it just feels good for the soul, right? So I wanted to make sure that I led the conversation with that. But so that y'all don't keep, not a chair. I mean, hey, sometimes you gotta throw a chair, but I'm gonna pass it to Jelly, who's gonna give us an amazing presentation today. And I can't wait to like learn this too. It's gonna be about hair care. I'm bald, but like I want to know how to take care of my beard. So I'm gonna pass it to Jelly, who I'm sure is gonna give us everything we need. And if you can help me grow these follicles back, I got you.
Well, first, I want to also say I'm about to drop in the chat our Uber Eats link. Thanks, y'all, for attending. We want to feed y'all, and for y'all to have some sustenance before we get to hear this really dope presentation from Jelly.
Yeah, take your time, get your voucher, order your food. The only thing while we're getting that together, I just want to ask, what is everyone's relationship with their hair? I'm curious to know whether you got any or not, because just because you don't actually have hair on your head, you still can have a scalp regimen. You still can have, you know what I'm saying, like a little, a little head wash, a little reminder, a little reset, a little restoration. So like, if anyone's comfortable sharing, like, what is your relationship with your hair?
I love my hair. I have freeform locks. And
beautiful.
Have like a regimen or anything. My daughter has freeform locks too. We just let it grow and we moisturize when we need to. But I would love some tips, and I'm pregnant now. So like I'd like to how this new grow,
Yeah.
So
thank you for sharing. So I have like a whole presentation. Oh, I'm sorry, Roseanne, go ahead.
I say most of my hair is pretty neutral. I have an afro for the most part. I generally like use my hair lotion on my hair. I recently switched products. I don't know if it's working for me because my hair has been so dry. I switched products. So maybe the one I just started using, because I used to use hair lotion and I started using like hair milk. Like I don't know what that is, but I started using hair milk. I don't know. My hair's super dry.
And this is why we here, okay? Because we talk about radicalness, for this month. So, okay, Audrey, come on, tell me what's up. Get into it.
Audrey, right now I have cornrows because we're trying to save the crown because lately these areas have been getting thin and I want to keep my widow's peak as long as possible.
Okay.
Similar to I think as Rosen was saying, how I ran out of design essentials, so then I happen to have a free sample of Maui and I have like the coconut line, and same where like I'm using the conditioner, yet when I rinse it out I'm like, this is dry. And I already know coconut oil for me, like my hair doesn't absorb it. It actually sits on top sometimes if I don't actually work it through. And so I'm here to figure out what videos I need to delete from my YouTube playlist. Right. I'm done dipping my Lord knows what. Like I just want to keep my hair. I'm about to go back to pink lotion, honestly, because it worked when I was young. So it should still work, right?
Oh, now I feel bad. I personally am gonna tell y'all I haven't used products in my hair in probably 4 years. So I don't use any products. Like I don't use like literally nothing. Like I like I can't even think. Like there's literally nothing that I use in my hair besides literally herbs. And I recently this past year created a butter. So I literally just rinse my hair in like a herbal wash, and I literally will just seal it with twist and a butter. So my journey was more so started spiritual. Like it was something where I just naturally have an affinity for the earth, anything herbal, anything natural. Like I don't know, it just speaks to me, and I just feel like I want to utilize the earth. Like literally, it'd be begging to be utilized. So my journey started from just wanting to integrate the earth and nature as much as possible into like the way that I love and care and nourish myself. So that's really where it came from. So I am gonna start my presentation. I'm gonna get into it. So I was trying to figure out like how to tie in like the radicalness, with Black August, and like figuring out how to tie that in with my hair. Cause I was like, is it really radical what I'm doing? And I'm like, yes, like you literally don't use products. Like you don't, not even shampoo and conditioner. Like you barely even use a brush sometimes. Like this is radical. Like this is crazy. Like this is it's sustainable as well. So we're gonna get into that. Okay, if somebody can read the comments, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to.
Oh, I got you.
I'm gonna try to open up this thing.
I got you. They were just talking about a bunch of different products that folks use. There was when I had freeform locks, I washed with baking soda and ACV, and it hit with some tea and hit it with some teas and oils here and again. I'm back on the product now though, LOL, because how did I have the time? And then we have another comment that says, It's very radical, boo. You're doing great.
Okay, so I can't share because I'm not the host.
Okay.
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 Yes, and that's another thing that I'm going to touch on in here is just like the consumeristic aspect of like the natural movement or even the self-care movement. It's all of this, you need to buy this, you need these 3 steps in order to get these results. And I really started focusing away from, well, now this process can be a little, it can be a little time consuming in a sense, but the point is to get to this point of like disciplining your regimen, that you're training your hair essentially to be able to not literally need anything to be able to make it work, to make it pop, to, be moisturized and, to be able to like twist and go or something like that. You have to like train and develop a relationship with your hair. And that's really what I've done over these years was like developed a relationship. My hair knows, okay, when I brew this tea and I dip my hair into it, it knows like, bitch, it's time to get into formation. Okay, it's time to activate and do what the fuck you need to do. Sorry about the cursing, y'all. I'm like really, I be real as fuck about my shit. So it's raw, it's radical. Okay, but and sometimes you have to like talk to yourself in that way too, and tell your hair and tell yourself like, look, like we came here with a plan, a form, and we need to get into it. So exploring hair care through a radical and sustainable lens. Thank you. Okay, so why is this method radical and sustainable? It's sustainable because there's essentially no waste. The tools for my hair regimen are a metal tin. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to, let me not try to read. I'm gonna just wait until I'm done. I'm sorry. Like you can also speak, like you can say something too. I'd rather you just like say something versus me trying to read because I definitely want to, I'm okay with that. Sustainable because there's no waste. I literally use just a metal tin that has like a pour capacity and probably like a metal basin to transfer the tea and steep my ingredients and the herbs that I use. It's also radical because I divest from capitalistic manipulations regarding self-care and consuming products. I do not buy gel, oils, butters, leave-in conditioners, none of that. And we can go to the next slide. Thank you so much. And I did this by myself, y'all. This is all my work, by the way. My presentation. And that's my hand. But so the tools used are literally as follows. Like this metal basin to the left is literally what I have in my kitchen right now. The herbs you see right here in this bag is literally what I have right now. And it's fenugreek to the left. And then that powder there is called horsetail. And then there's my hand. So these are literally what I use. I will have this basin, hot water, see these 2 ingredients, whatever ingredients I feel like I want to use for that day. I'm a fenugreek girly. We'll get into that. But in literally my fingers. So this is it. Like that's all. So the regimen is minimal tools. There's literally barely anything used. And I've also learned that I can even freeze like the tea that I make in a little container or a reusable bag or something like that to, just keep being able to reuse it. And I can actually, these little bags will probably last me probably like 2 months. Like, honestly, like it doesn't take a lot of ingredients to do what I need to do. And then we can go to the next slide. Okay, so this right here, so I was in the Dominican Republic, y'all, this is dog, Cole, stop. This little dog. I'm sorry, y'all. So I was in the Dominican Republic with none of my usual herbs and powders to mix for my tea, but I just so happened to have like this tiny vial of shea butter, and it's right there in the image. And there was some coffee in the room that I had. And so I like rinsed my hair, like, and literally just used this coffee and the shea butter to literally twist my hair. And if you go to the next slide, after it was twisted, I took it out, and this was literally the results. Like this was it. Just literally that little vial of shea butter for all of my hair that I have, and a little cup of coffee, and like twisting my hair, letting it sit. And it didn't even sit all day. It doesn't take hours for it to lock in. And like, just I don't know, keep a form about it. Because like I said, I've been also doing this for a while too. So we'll go to the next slide. Okay, so this method can literally be practiced by anyone. The same way you can go to the store and buy whatever milk or, whatever they have there in that aisle for Black hair care. The same way you can go to, there's a herbal shop called Sevenanda, or you can order from Amazon. You can order some herbs. I'll list them on the next slide, but you can literally just order these things the same way you brew tea, pasta, like same way. You can use a strainer, or you can just leave your ingredients in the basin. You don't even have to strain it. That's if you want. And you literally simply just dip your hair into this pot or bowl, or you can really also pour it over your head as well. So for people with locks, you can also just pour it over, whatever you feel is best. Like, it's important to find what method is, is good for you, because again, this is a very, I'm sorry, I can't read. This is a very intuitional, instinctive method of hair care. So we can go to the next slide. And I don't rinse my hair out also, by the way. So I know people love to do kind of like, they'll put things in their hair and then they'll wash it out. I leave my tea in my hair. I do not wash anything out. I think it's important for the ingredients to seep and, linger and just become a part of like every strand, because these herbs, not only do they have, these properties to give shine, growth, luster, all of those things, they also have spiritual components. So I like to think that I'm allowing this tea and the energy of these herbs to seep into my scalp, into my hair, and therefore it's on my shoulders, so it's on my skin, and it's just like this whole amazing experience. But back to the slide, I'm sorry. Back in the day, people used naturally occurring plants, henna, turmeric, insects, to tint their hair. This practice is geographic intelligence, using the plants and resources in your environment to sustain, nourish, and strengthen your body and its extremities. So next slide, please. Thank you. This practice is also designed to strengthen your intuition and knowledge of nature, and increase discipline and routine potential. When you have a discipline, when you have a regimen, when you have like a biological clock in you to take care of yourself naturally, if you're doing your hair, you're going to be eating well. If you're taking care of your hair, you're naturally going to be taking care of your skin. Like, I don't know, it all starts from the crown and it just kind of works its way down. So all of these things you seep into your hair can be also ingested into our bodies for the same benefit of hair. But more importantly, there's heart health, gut balance, blood circulation, reduced period symptoms and cramping, and literally a plethora of other things. And these ingredients that I use for my hair are literally the same things that can literally do these things for my body. So not only can I use these for a tea for my hair, but I can also mess around and drink this shit. Okay. And then we can go to the next slide. And so I just have 4 herbs listed here because we're just keeping it very light and simple. I would love to do like a more in-depth workshop that's like very much hands-on and like visually, kind of more involved. But black tea and hibiscus were the herbs that I started out with early when I first started this journey of doing teas for my hair. Black tea literally has a hormone that it literally blocks the DHT hormone, so that which leads to hair loss. So this is very good for people who are experiencing hair loss, who also just want to prevent that from happening. It also can conceal gray hairs. We got growth, shine, and if you drink this, you also can reduce bad cholesterol, boost heart health, but of course it is caffeinated. So if you have high blood pressure, don't drink the hibiscus instead. Okay. So hibiscus is my favorite. It's a juicy promoter. It's great for moisture and detangling hair. It helps your hair retain moisture to reduce breakage and also prevents grays. It reduces blood pressure and increases antioxidants in the body as well. Thank you. Next slide. And fenugreek is my girl. She's literally my favorite herb. She's really that one. Okay. So not only does it do wonders for your hair as far as thinning, again, we're talking dandruff, relieving dryness, adding that rich moisture. If you drink this in a tea or have this in your smoothies, literally the period symptoms, the cramping, all of the symptoms that come, with this womb that, some of us have, just it eliminates and soothes those things. So fenugreek is something that literally you can put in anything. It has this maple syrup smell, so it's very also, when we get into this hair care, what I really also love about this method of doing this is being able to have a sensual experience, like with myself in others around me. The fenugreek in my hair is giving syrup, it's giving maple. Like when I hug people, they're always like, oh my gosh, you smell like syrup. And I'm like, it's literally like it's in my blood, okay, at this point. Like, and it's an experience, and I really love that for me. I love that for my hair. I love that for, just I just love the essence. Okay, it gives living my life like it's golden, and that's why I love fenugreek. Okay, it is the golden liquid. Okay, and that alone by itself works wonders. But anyway, we're gonna, it's my favorite herb. Okay. And then so marshmallow root, another girl, really good for you, especially during this season. We'll start with the benefits of the body. It helps soothe inflammation. It's great for colds and sore throats, really hydrating to the body. So if you're ever sick or not well, it's really, really good to soothe your throat and, give you that extra moisture that you're needing too. So that's just a sidebar for that. It's really good. So it's an excellent detangler. And it's really, really, really enriching with the moisture. It gives hair that slip to make it easy to brush and comb through without breaking off your hair. So it's really, really that girl as well. And we can go to the next slide. And I know I have a lot of information, so I will literally, okay, here we go. We're at the end. So questions, comments, concerns.
Just a comment. This was such a beautiful presentation. I want to say thank you for like the work that you put into making this and for all the things that you've shared with us, because like, damn, look at all of these tips and tricks that can be right in our fingertips that are like
literally
so accessible to us in our homes, in our gardens, in our grocery stores. Like, I think you're doing some really impactful work. So I just wanted to lift that up and say thank you.
Thank you so much, Jasmine. I really appreciate it because I did, put a little work in it.
Yeah, come on, we see
it. Please. Yeah, like literally, I'm an open book, y'all. Like this is my life. Like I literally live, breathe, eat, sleep these teas and these recipes. And like it's really ancestral for me too. Like these ingredients that I came across, I did not Google them or research them. Like these are things that literally were just given to me. Whether in passing, in my thoughts, like the first ingredients was the black tea and hibiscus. And they literally were just something I said to myself, oh my God, I want healthier hair. And like, I used to have really long hair when I was a kid. Like, why did my hair stop growing? Like, I'm confused. Like, it should still be, giving. Like, what's happening? And literally, like, Spirit was like, black tea, hibiscus. And I was like, well, what are we supposed to do with that, And then somebody was like, boil it. And I was like, okay, well, I was just listening. Okay. I just was doing what I was called to do and what was instilled in me. So a lot of these things were literally just me listening to my intuition and just really focusing on the fact that we have all the information we need literally in our DNA. We don't need to go out to these sources and, buy these products. These people they don't know you. They don't know what you need. This is also a chance for you to connect with yourself and listen, get to know you. What makes you feel good. This is a form of self-care. You're caring for yourself, you're loving for yourself, but also you're tending to your hair and making sure it's healthy, growing, prosperous. And I want to say that, a lot of people are hung up on texture and things of that nature. But for me, texture is just not relevant. When this process is about just health. Health is important versus texture or length. Go ahead, Miss Lacey. I'm sorry.
No problem. But I have a question about the okra that Ataka said that you use on their hair.
Mm-hmm.
What does the okra do? Does the okra need to be fresh? Can it be frozen?
Yeah, it could be fresh, frozen, like whatever you have. This method is also not about being perfect or having the top brand. It can literally be, frozen okra. It's still going, slime the same. Yes. Okay, not the store. Come on. But so it's okra is really good again for that slip. It's a really good detangler, a moisturizer, and I do like herbal rinses in general. So sometimes I will just rinse my whole entire being head to toe in an herbal rinse to restore, call in something, cleanse myself of something. So I will make like different blends that are just for spiritual purposes of cleansing and taking care of myself, protecting myself ultimately. So that's where the okra comes from. And it's just really the hoodoo background again. Thank you, Ataka. Yes, like this is like a way of life, like when you step into this regimen and this way of doing your hair, like it really does become like your vernacular. You're gonna sleep in teas. It's, oh my God, I'm going out on Friday. Okay, bitch, I gotta brew my life biscuits and get my fenugreek together. Like, or you got a little sweetie coming over, you want to smell a little fragrant, like, like I don't know. Like it's a way to like really just elevate, okay? Like
Yes, I'm here for it. Also, if you don't mind, if you're on social media, please drop your handles in the comments.
Yes. So I have my business page, which I'm terrible at posting at, but I'm gonna work on it. I'm getting my content together. So I have my business page, which is herbalflames.llc. And then my main page is the.jelly. So THE.GELI. And I think I can like drop it in the chat or something. Thank you, Boom. So yeah, like, and I'm gonna be doing more of this and sharing more. I'm just really grateful for the opportunity. I'm in Atlanta, so if anybody's here, like we can also do some in-person, consultations, like, just circles. I originally wanted, if I can say, like I did originally want to do like a hair circle, and it was something that I wanted to do monthly with people that were able to make it. So my vision as well is just to be able to get back to caring for each other, like in a communal effort. Like, you don't have to do whatever you want to do to get healthier, better, or well, to grow your hair or whatever alone. Like it can be a group effort. We can wash, we can twist, we can, detangle, we can, whoever braids, because please, I need a braider. Anybody, we can exchange these, what I'm saying, services and skills for each other, and like do that in a way that I don't have to worry about, doing my hair because my sisters got me or my sibs got me, like with so-and-so coming over today, we're gonna do, our hair, and I ain't gotta worry about that because, like we all gonna do it for each other, and everybody's rested and relaxed. Okay, like nobody's having to do too much because we're doing it for each other. Like, so yeah, that was another thing I wanted to do as well. If anybody's interested, just hit me up for that. It will be so healing, and I really do not play about my intentions with things. Like I really do not play about like this way of life, this practice. Like I think it's so important to feel these herbs on your skin. It's important to connect with nature. Like it's not enough to drink it for me. I want to bathe in it. I want to bask in it. Like I really want to cover myself in it. And so I just really think it's a good way to restore from all the ills and woes and stress and pain of the world. Like it's a way for you to reconnect, restore, and like I said, cleanse yourself of all of this bullshit out here. The fuck, like ultimately. Yes. I don't want to say your name wrong. Okay. I see your hand though.
No, it's totally fine. It's pronounced Uquoma. And the only thing I was gonna say is that, like, I don't know if anyone else here has experienced this, but I know I was literally just talking about this in like maybe like 2013 to like 2018. I feel like the natural hair girlies were on the scene. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like everybody was making content, like YouTube videos. And there was even like a lot of like really interesting, outside of just like product usage, there was a lot of like really interesting like recipes and rituals that people were doing with like that Indian clay oil. I can't remember what it was called, but it was like that like grayish clay that you would mix with like ACV. Anyways,
the
bentonite clay, yes.
Yeah, someone had. Mm-hmm.
And I only bring that up to say that I feel like for myself, sometimes that community was like very isolating, and there was a lot of narratives of like good hair versus bad hair, and like really just kind of like telling people what they need to do or not do with their hair, like shaming just like anything outside of like a very small window of hair care. And so I feel like it's been very like even like little baby teenager me life-giving to hear your like love-filled notions around care and body care, specifically natural hair care, but like just Black body care in general, because I feel like because of the ills of capitalism, there's been so many examples where like Black folks have used exceptionalism and beauty treatments as a way to shame others, like your hair won't grow if you do da 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 da, like who gives a fuck? And so I don't know, it's just really really beautiful and really, again, life-giving for me to hear like your intimacy with your hair, because it is so antithetical to capitalism, and it's really warm and fuzzy to hear. So sorry to be so long-winded.
No, please. I literally, this is my first time, like literally honestly sharing this with this amount of people. So honestly, I really appreciate the feedback, and like literally so beautiful. Thank you. Yes, Miss Lacey.
I have a question about the hair circle, child. Like, where do we sign up? How? Like,
I'm literally, let me figure it out, okay? Because it's giving will be basically at my house, so it's like, let me figure it out, because I literally think it's so important. And again, it really is oh, thank you. It really is like a care thing. Like it really is like no one should have to go through things alone. Like, sometimes we're depressed. Sometimes we ain't got enough energy, and it really would be helpful to know that you have a space where okay, hey, I can come over here and know I can get hooked up and get back right. Okay. Like I can get back on track. Like I have people that will take care of me. Yeah.
So you're the voodoo. I practice voodoo a little bit, but I was wondering, how can I schedule like a session with you, especially like to do a ritual for like postpartum?
Honestly, just did you get my information? Just connect with me off of here. Like we literally can talk about it and see what that looks like, and like literally connect, spend some time and see what we can do. Like, because I'm literally here for you. Like literally.
Yeah. For it. So
yes, thank you so much, Mateo. Thank you, everyone. Like hopefully we said that in the future we would want to make this a workshop where I could actually do like a demonstration and we could be in person, and also we can do this off, line as well. But like I was hoping that we'll be able to do an in-person thing so I can show you all like just the connectedness and just how important like just being able to like feel your product, like not like product isn't like these containers, but like feel your herbs like in your fingers and feel them in your hair. And like even thinking about what you said about the textures, like how people, oh, it needs to be that curly, whatever the fuck texture that's supposed to be, I don't know, like I don't even care about it. I don't care about having curly hair. I don't even care necessarily that my hair is, super, super duper long. Like my main thing was like the health of it being resistant and resilient. Like the strength of my hair is insane. Like there's nothing that I can do to this hair and like be worried about like if it's going to be okay or not. And that's because I've developed this relationship and this barrier to make sure that no matter the elements, no matter if it's hot or cold outside, like we still gonna shine, like we still gonna thrive. And even this hair is from like 4 days ago. Like this was from a twist out from 4 days ago, and I've been sleeping and tossing and turning in my bed and shit. Like like it's not even, this ain't even as fresh as you can be, like if I were to go and dip it in some tea and like seal it with the butter, like, so I'm like really, I'm also like really passionate. So I'm going to shut up and like, let us like digress. So let me know too, if I'm like going in. No, for real. Like, let me know, y'all, because I'm passionate. Okay.
Listen, you've been absolutely amazing. Thank you for just giving this, like, again, I don't want to keep using the word gift, but like thank you for giving this gift to the people. I feel like on the back end I'm gonna end up setting up one-on-ones and being like, okay, here's the link, let's figure this out. But this has been amazing. I wish I had a question. I don't, because I don't have hair on my head. I do have a beard. So a part of me,
same way.
That's why. Listen, you ain't see me, but I've been sitting
Dip
here
the beard in
writing
the
notes.
pot, okay? Like do a
Yeah.
little,
I've been writing notes. Like, okay, cool, work. Okay.
While you in the mirror, while it's dripping, you
Yeah.
that person, like
It'll make me,
I don't know,
yeah.
like I'm rich
It'll
ass
make me feel
nigga, I
real
don't know.
saucy.
Like you gotta, it's embodiment, like.
Because listen, if I do that, it'll make me feel real saucy. and be like, yeah, we did that.
It is.
But I do want to make sure that I ask, like, does anyone else have anything else to add? At all. For me, this has been like, even the way that you just talk about hair care, for me, like, you said the word ancestral, but right before you said it, I was like, this feels ancestral. Like, this feel like your people was like, this is what I'm giving you.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure that I just speak life into you and just be like, yo, like, thank you for just like coming as your full self and being like, I was in the Dominican Republic with coffee and I just said, this beer gotta get rinsed out. Like, thank you for
And
coming
I'm
with
so
your
glad.
self.
I'm so glad I took a picture of it because I was like, nobody's gonna believe me. Like for real, if I tell you, I literally brewed some fucking coffee and like this shea butter and like with all the hair I got, this little bitty ass, and I still had more left. Like it was literally, I had shea butter for days. Like I could have made it another week off that little vial. Like
makes sense. I do want to give a gentle reminder. I know Asha put it in there, but y'all, please, 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 please sign in. A sign-in sheet may seem like, why do I have to do this? But like when y'all sign in, it's the only way that we can keep doing this. So like, please sign in. Like, please, like, let us know that you're here. We don't ask for a lot of information. I myself filled out the sign-in sheet. It don't take long. And you can do it at like 2 a.m. with like one eye open and your bonnet on or your do-rag on. Or for me, like your silk sheets. Like, please sign in because we want to make sure that we can continue to provide this space to y'all every single month. And then also, I put another link in the chat too. There's a lot of links today. That for y'all to like join us in Signal. I put that in there because like we talk in Signal and we have conversations in there. I post in there every Tuesday, and it may just be like a small question, like what was the best piece of advice you've ever been given? That was my last week. I put that up the other day. It's been hard for me to answer that. That's why I asked y'all. But please like interact with us. Sign up for our newsletter. Just stay connected with one another so that we can make sure that we all feel loved, cared for, and we make sure that we're all safe together. So please do that. Like we got us, okay? And if we ain't got us, then what's going on? Like what we doing? We just gonna say it don't matter. We're not doing that. So let's stay connected, please. I feel like that's about it. I should put in the Signal link and the Uber Eats link in case y'all missed it. Please make sure you nourish yourself. Please, like eat. And if nobody else told you today, like again, you are the gift, you're beautiful, you're magical, you got this. In the moment that you think you don't got it, make sure your intention is set so high that can't nobody even shake that, not even you. You can't even shake your own intention because it's there. For real.
You're gonna make me cry.
no, for real.
Okay.
For real. I really needed this. I really needed this.
Listen, because I'm about to cry too. And this is a recording.
No, and it's okay, because like that's what we're here for.
Yeah. So like please, like liberation for our people, for all of us means like the moment that you like, I don't even know what I'm doing right now, that there's somebody next to you that also don't know what they're doing. And together we can make a plan. Like together, like you may have apples and I got oranges, and now we got a whole fruit salad. Come on. Like we can figure this out. So I wanted to say that before I ended this because I don't want to cry on this recording. I will. But I thank y'all so much for being here. Jelly, do you have anything else to add? Anywhere that people can like find you? I already put it in the chat, but I can put it again.
Yeah, if y'all like need me to, give you my Instagram here, or I can take y'all's too while I'm here because I have my phone right here. So let me know. But yeah, it's just THE.GELI. Because yes, I really am very serious about the circle, very serious about whatever one-on-one time, very, very serious about just literally whatever knowledge I got, please. Like, you can have it. Like, it's okay.
I'm also putting it in the chat.
Yes, thank you. It's been so lovely.
Thank you so much, Jelly. This was fantastical. I appreciate you. We've been talking about this for a little minute, so it was pretty good it came out. And I also want to say to Mateo for facilitating their first Spark Plug meeting / base member meeting / bring the people together meeting. So do it, Mateo.
Listen, that's why I got hired. Okay.
You did it, okay?
There's a reason. But thank y'all so much. I'm gonna give y'all back 25 minutes of your time. Make sure you use it however, I'm not gonna say use it wisely or use it. You use your time for whatever you need it to be. Because for me, I'm gonna be on my porch looking at the lake. So I hope I see y'all around in Atlanta. If not, I'm sure we can connect another way. Please schedule one-on-ones with your fellow, like your other organizers. Please make sure we stay connected. And all that other fun stuff. Sign up for the newsletter, Signal, just keep in contact. What are the one-on-ones for? The one-on-ones are just if you want to know more about Spark, what we do, if you want to get involved. Or for me, I'll say this, if you just want to talk. And you're just like, hey, I met you through Spark and I want to have a conversation. You can book a one-on-one with me, and I'll do that. Or anything. Can we get a copy of the slideshow? I want to show it to my mom. Jelly, I will divert that question to you. You're muted. You're so muted. I'm so bad.
Dang, everyone froze. But I want to add, Jelly, are you able? You can send me the presentation and it could be shared out to everyone who signed into the sign-in sheet.
Yes, I will definitely do that. Yeah, I will definitely send it to you. And yeah, we can do it that way. And what was the other question? I'm sorry, I didn't.
That was a question.
Okay, just a presentation. Yes, we can definitely get that sent, and there'll be more presentations in the future. So this is just like I want to keep it very surface level, like, okay. And 20, I'm so sorry I didn't see your question. I don't know if I answered it during out my thing there, but as far as what made me want to do this was just literally just not wanting. I was tired of buying products and like trying to, I don't know, do what these people say I'm supposed to be doing, and like it's literally not doing it, like or I'm having to do this. It's just too much for this one result, like, and I'm literally getting much better results now using this method that I have. So it was really just sustainability. Yeah, like it was just more economical, like
Got you.
and also felt
Thank
good.
you.
Like I said, it feels good like to do this, like.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I hope everyone has a great rest of their day. Enjoy the storm if it's like a storm beside you. I love it.
The storm is coming up. I can see it. But thank you so much, Jelly. I cannot wait to stay connected. Y'all, please stay connected with one another. Have an amazing evening. And I'm gonna let y'all go.
Bye,
See
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.